Welcome, dear penguins. Today we're going to teach you how to install AM, AMD OpenCL on Fedora, Nobara and other compatible distros. So for AMD GPUs we have two implementations of the OpenCL library. We have ROCm and we have the legacy/PAL package. Now first we're going to start with the legacy/PAL package. To get this package, you're gonna need to go into my GitHub repo, the Fedora AMD GPU probes, and here you can get almost the whole AMD GPU Pro stack, but today we're going to focus on the OpenCL. Now there are other repos, but like Glorious Eggroll and the other old one, what was it called? And whatever this name is. But the problem with these, they use the 2130 OpenCL library, which is a Mesozoic one. Here you get the latest and greatest stuff. So you can either go into the releases and download one, this one, the 64-bit one, amdocl-legacy, or you can download the GitHub repo and compile it. I have it already installed. I have it already not installed in my downloaded on my computer. So RPM build, RPM3, x86, 64, here it is. We're gonna open terminal, sudo dnf install a docl legacy. Okay, sorry, I just needed to remove the ROCm thing. We're gonna talk about them later. So if you do now CL info, here is the thing. It calls it by its old name, Elsmire, instead of the JFX. You can see it's the PAL, the PAL version. AMD RX 580 all works, but the problem with this package, I heard it may not support in your GPUs. I think RDNA and later, and for me it's an unreliable mess because I am a Blender user. So this is the three series of Blender which doesn't support OpenCL and cycles, so I'm gonna use Radeon Pro Render. As you can see, it shows up here. But if I try to render anything with it, let's get the BMW thing, Radeon Pro Render, use my GPU. So if I render, I get a crash. Maybe it's a Blender problem or a Radeon Pro Render, maybe it works in DaVinci Resolve. I say try it if it works on your GPU and you don't use Blender, because it's easier than the ROCm stuff to get on here. But it didn't here, so we're gonna need to use the ROCm implementation. To install it on Fedora or Nobara, we need to get the official install guide. Use the 4.31, although we will use a higher version, but this tutorial is better than the newer one. So you wanna go to RHL here. Here you want to scroll down all the way here. So we'll take this. You want to go to sudo nano etc. Let's say we want to create the ROCm. Now with this you will get a random version, is whatever the latest. You don't want that, you want to get the full stack. So we're gonna go to AMD, to Radeon, this. You wanna go to ROCm. You wanna use the yum repo because RHL9 is incomplete and CentOS 8 has some dependency issues. So yum. Let's go with the late. I'm not gonna go with the latest one. Let's go with 5.2, or maybe let's go with the latest one. Why not? So we're gonna go to main. So this is the repo you want. We'll come here and replace the base URL with this one, removing this. And since Fedora in their repos have some ROCm packages, we need to give this one priority over them so we don't experience any problem. Let's give it the highest priority. So now if we do a sudo dnf update, you should see a new repo updating, and it's gonna try to update all this. So we have HSA and stuff. So you wanna do sudo dnf install ROCm OpenCL-runtime. So it's gonna download. So after it completed its download, I'm gonna remove the original OpenCL implementation. Now if I run clinfo, you can see there are no devices. That's because I have an RX 580, which ROCm dropped support for. On newer GPUs will get support. So shall our Polaris users just cry in Polaris? No, they shall not. I have made a little dandy archive which you just need to export the directories of it into your home directory. It will be this folder. Just put it in your home directory, and let's clean it up from previous endeavors. This will download the source code for ROCm OpenCL and patch it to support Polaris architecture. Now you might think it's a very big patch or something. No, it's just AMD being assholes. Look at this patch. It takes this line, it says ROC enable pre-Vega. It's false, it turns it into true. Like, that's the whole patch. God damn you AMD stupid assholes. So since I'm using fish, this ain't gonna work. I need to go into bash. Now I will source the env. Wait, before sourcing the env, you wanna go in here. You'll see you can define everything about your build flags. So first, since we installed ROCm 5.2.1, we will change this to 1 and the patch version to 1. It will look like this. ROCm patch type, please do not mess with them. Now the ROCm git tag, since we use the latest ROCm patch, we need the latest git tag, so you'll need to go into ROCm OpenCL-runtime. Here it is, their GitHub repo. Now search for the latest. It's 5.2.x, so we don't need to change it. This is the latest thing, and let's save it. Now let's just source it again. Now you need to get dependencies, build dependencies. So just enter your password. It's gonna download all required packages, development tools, like this is Ninja build, the GLNVD stuff. It's gonna do its thing. After everything is installed, you will do the first script. It's gonna download the ROCm OpenCL stack from GitHub. So just wait again, and I'll see you later. Okay, so it's finished cloning. So now we'll execute the second one. It will build everything. Just wait for it to build. It's not gonna take a long time. This is a 4-core i5 4750S, so if you have a faster CPU, it's gonna be even faster. And the cake is ready. Now you will go into build ROCm OpenCL. You will find them in debs and RPM packages. Now since we're on an RPM based distro, Fedora, we'll need to install the RPM. Just sudo dnf install whatever in here with an RPM tag. Let's see. Now see, it says it's downgrading them because they are a lower, because they are versioned a little differently than the AMD GPU repo, but they are the same version. So we're gonna fix that real quick after just downloading them. Yet sometimes it does this, so just do sudo rpm iPhone. Just force it, so it's safe to do that. And it's ready. Now if you do cl info, you get nothing. What the fuck? Then install these ones. So you do cl info, and you get this. Everything works. Now if you're on, this is on all GPUs. If you get nothing, it says like a library is missing. Get in, do a nano on HCLD. You're gonna need to add a library. Call it whatever you want. I'm gonna call it ROCm-lib. You need to add opt-ROCm-lib and opt-ROCm-lib64 to it. Then do the sudo ld config, and everything should work. Now if I go back into Blender, I enter the BMW test Radeon Pro render, and I render an image. You can see I get a beautiful orange car in front of me. And it's complete. So that was it. Thank you for watching, and I will. Goodbye, dear penguins.